Today we will tell you about the unique weapon of the Second World War which horrified the steel of the most experienced fascists. Stalin's miracle weapon. Why was the Germans afraid of the Katyusha? The development of the BM-13 began back in 1940. And in 1941, the combat equipment was put into serial production, and 8 experimental models were created, which were included in the first battery of reactive mortars of Captain Fleverov. Guys, before further watching, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. It's not complicated for you, but it's a great support for us to continue creating these useful and educational videos. On July 14, 1941, morning large military forces of the Wehrmacht gathered at the railway station Orsha. The summer morning suddenly overlapped with the roar of unknown shells, and literally within a minute the whole station was ablaze with fire. Military equipment and echelons were destroyed, and the infantry suffered heavy casualties among their personnel. What it was, the Germans couldn't understand. The Soviet soldiers who saw these installations were also shocked, because only the commander and the personnel of the battery knew about their test. Some impressionable Soviet soldiers were more afraid of the Katyushas than of German bombardment. The Katyusha's attack was always sudden. Because of the secrecy, the Katyushas wasn't allowed to be used in full view of the enemy, hitting him only from close positions behind Soviet lines. The complicated situation on the front, changing every minute, forced the command to install on each unit of mobile artillery a charge of explosives which fighters had to launch so that the installation didn't reach the enemy in case of its capture, also if the Katyusha ran out of the fuel. At the time, the Katyusha was the most formidable weapon of the Soviet army. Of course, one 132mm shell weighed almost 43 kilograms, and the range was 8.5 kilometers. There were 16 or 48 such shells in the launcher, which flew at the enemy in 7 or 8 seconds. Imagine the force of destruction caused by the simultaneous impact of 192 rockets, each of which could destroy a large village house. Only deep hot craters were left at the site of the hit, and all the countermeasures taken by the Germans, return artillery fire and surprise air raids, were not successful. The psychological effect was created by the combination of the roar of falling shells and their subsequent impact on the terrain. Here is a recollection of a German veteran who served in the 252nd Infantry Division of the Wehrmacht. Stalin's Katyusha, terrible weapon. Yes, I can safely call them so for the fact that they released instantly a large number of heavy shells. They emitted a savage howl that made the blood run cold and immediately destroyed large areas. They were capable of creating hell on earth. There were several versions of their names. The first in honor of the Soviet song of the same name, created in 1939, and the fact that the plane stood on a steep bank during the first use. The second suggestions because of the name of the Comintern plant. Regardless of where the nickname came from, the Katyusha was one of the most formidable weapons used in World War II. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video if you like it. See you in the next videos.